3, 2, and 1. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vicky, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I've taken my faith a lot more seriously and what I've done to do so. So let's just get right on into it. So I grew up in a Christian household my entire life, and I feel like a problem that can come with that is whenever you're growing up, you just know what you've been told and what you've been taught by your parents and by your church. But at some point in your life, you have to start learning about your faith for yourself. In order for you to truly know who Jesus is, you have to pick up that old dusty Bible in the corner of your room and you have to open it and read it for yourself. And in order for you to have a relationship with the Lord, you have to spend that alone time in secret with Him. It's just like any other kind of relationship, you have to put the effort into it, because it would really suck if one day the Lord were to tell you, I never knew you. So I'm gonna go over 5 things that I've done to take my faith more seriously, and the first one is getting into the Word. I read my Bible just about every single day. It's part of my morning routine. I will be linking my morning routine and my Bible study routine down below in the description box in case you're interested if you haven't seen it yet. Having that quiet time with the Lord is so important because that's where having that relationship with Him begins. It helps you get to know who God is, and it helps you grow your discernment. And discernment is more than just knowing what's right and what's wrong. It's looking at the world through a biblical lens and being able to say if something is biblically right or biblically wrong. The next thing I've done is strengthening my prayer life. Now, prayer doesn't have to look like being on your knees 100% of the time when you're praying. Although that is good, it's not realistic. It's good to pray without ceasing, which means praying constantly. So 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verses 16 to 18 says, "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." So I have a journal where I have a prayer list, and I basically have it divided into different categories of my life. So things like personal, friends and family, career, just different things like that. And I'll just write anything or anyone that I want to pray for, because if I don't, then I'm totally going to forget. I have the worst memory ever. So I like to have a prayer list so that I know what to pray for, who to pray for, and things like that. I also like to write things down in my notes app on my phone. If I'm out and about and something comes to mind of something or someone that I want to pray for or pray about, I'll put it in my phone, and then whenever I come home, I put it in my prayer list. But if that's too tedious for you, then you can just have your prayer list on your phone and that's it. The next thing that I've done, that me and Daniel have done, is finding a church home. We've obviously had to do that after we got married, but right after we got married, we didn't go to church for a little while because we had just gotten married and we were just like getting settled. But after a while, we did feel like that emptiness that definitely needed to be filled by going to a physical church. And going to a physical church is important because it gives you like a community to surround yourself with, because we are not meant to be alone. Spending alone time with the Lord is definitely important, but so is having a community, because it also serves as kind of like a sense of accountability, if you will. So if we look at Hebrews chapter 10 verse 25, it says, "Not neglecting to meet together as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near." So as you can see, going to church is not really a suggestion. We are literally commanded to go to church, and this is also a way for us to grow spiritually. The next thing is listening to more worship music. There was a time in my life where worship music was just music to me, but I feel like it's not until you truly start to strengthen your walk with God that worship music starts to actually mean something to you, and you all of a sudden start paying attention to the words, and it just means so much more to you, and at that point it's not just music anymore. I do still listen to secular music. I'm not against that. However, I am cautious as to what I'm listening to, because what you're allowing yourself to watch and listen to can definitely affect your spirit. So finally, the last thing that I've done to take my faith a lot more seriously is being bold about my faith. And to me, this looks like being unashamed as to who I am and who I worship. Being bold about my faith also means sharing the gospel with those around me, and even on my small platforms. So be bold about your faith, live a Christ-like life, and the Lord will definitely bless you. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. All the links to my social media will be linked down below, and I will see you guys next time.